Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.
Hi, my name is Bob. I'm a recovering addict. I've been clean for 5.5 years. Standing here with my mother, Nancy. Just received an award for volunteer services for Treatment Works program. A little bit about my story. I started drinking and using when I was 14 years old, and I continued on that pattern. And as life went on, I got worse. I entered recovery when I was about 17 years old. I kept bouncing in and out. I'd get a few months clean here and there. I got involved with 12-step programs at the age of 25. And I started to get clean. I stayed clean for a little less than 2 years. But my drug addiction kicked back in. I had problems with relationships. I had problems with family and friends. And I picked back up and started using it again. And when I had reached the age of about 33, my addiction had gotten so bad that I had hurt the people I loved the most, my mother, my family, my friends. I had burned every bridge that I had, and finally I wound up getting arrested and going to jail for a couple months. And I went through the pain of withdrawal at that period, and going through that, I started to realize everything. I blamed everybody for my problems, and come to realize it was me. I was the one that brought myself here, and the only way that I was going to get out of it was to turn my will over and ask other people for help, open my mind to a higher power and a belief that there was hope and that things would get better. And from that point on, my life got better. I went through treatment. I did a couple treatment programs, and when I got done, I wanted more treatment. I embraced this recovery. I embraced my new life. Since I started, I've had hopes and dreams. I've seen things happen in my life that I never thought would happen. I recently bought a house. I was homeless when I came in. Now I own my own house. I volunteer whenever I can. I go to 12-step meetings and offer my help and get help that I need there. Try to be part of society, part of my community, and do whatever I can to give back what was given to me. Life can be difficult at times, but I still continue to go on. I stay clean just for today and do the best of my ability to be the best person I possibly can be. And my life is just slowly getting better because of it. That's it. Thanks. And
Hi, I'm Nancy, Bob's mom. It was a rough 20-some-odd years. I didn't realize Bob was into drugs when he was 14. I didn't realize it for many years. He was an A student. He always did great in school. Maybe I showed a blind eye, I don't know, but through the years he got worse. Life got worse for all of us. Came to the point, like Bob said, about when he was about 33, things really changed. He really got into some really heavy drugs, along with the drinking. I came to the point where I thought I was losing my son, almost to the point where he had already died, and I didn't know this person. And it hurt me so much, because he was my baby. And I didn't know what to do. And it seemed like everything we did was wrong. I mean, nothing we did would help him. And then he did get arrested for checks, I think. I'm not even sure what he originally got arrested for. But I also had him arrested. I had 3 warrants out for him. He had stolen checks from me and used them in 3 different counties. And I went to all the counties. I said, you know, if nothing else, I hope this will save his life, because I love him. And I wanted him around forever. And it worked. It worked. I have my son back. Actually, he's better than he's ever been. We have a great relationship. I'm so proud of him and of all the work he's done, not just for himself, but for everyone who's been involved in drugs or alcohol through their life. It's a hard, hard thing to deal with, and it's not been easy for him or for anyone else, and I wish everyone the best of luck, and it can happen. Just keep it up.
Yeah, the number one fact is we all do say from time to time that treatment does work. Well, in fact, it does work. We've been able to see that for the past 19 years here in the city of Albany and Albany County. It's a major victory for all of us to get people back to the way they used to be, prosperous, happy, healthy. And again, as a guy that's been around in the police world for 30 years, I'm a firm believer that everybody needs a second chance. Treatment does, in fact, work. And we all of us need to work together in order to make it happen.
Recovery is very valuable. I think our challenge we have today is getting young people involved in recovery and having programs that they can access. We're finding way too many young people are getting in trouble with drugs and their drug and alcohol use at such an early age, middle school, high school, and they don't really know where to turn for help, as well as parents. Parents aren't sure, is it something serious? Is it something that it's just, natural adolescent behavior? So I support recovery 100%, and that there's quite a need for it, and I hope we still can have comprehensive recovery services as we look at revamping our healthcare system.
How you doing? My name is Vincent, and I'm a blessed recovering addict. I'm here to tell you that recovery works. Just a little bit of my experience. I came straight out of Brooklyn projects. Growing up, I used, I drank, I did all the things I needed to do to be a part of something because I didn't feel good about myself. Today, as a person, as a recovering addict, I can truly say that treatment works. When I came into treatment, I had to get rid of certain things in my life. I had to start to believe in other people that they could help me recover from a disease called addiction. Today, I'm learning about addiction. I'm learning about the disease and why I used. But today, I could truly say that I'm not alone, and I don't have to recover alone. I'm not responsible for my disease, but I am responsible for my recovery. And I could truly say that recovery works. I stand here with 5 months, 17 days, recovering from alcohol and drug addiction. And I do this with help from other people who's trying and making the effort to stay sober one day at a time. It works if you work it. And if you want what we have, only thing you have to do is have a desire to stop, a desire to live today, and it could be done. Treatment works if you work it. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Melissa. I work for Hope House Adolescent Facility. We're a facility that serves a population of both male and females between the ages of 13 and 17, 18. We have 14 beds, and we treat anything from alcohol to opiate addictions. A criteria for someone entering our program is that they do have a dependence diagnosis and they have prior unsuccessful attempts. One thing about our population that's served, it's unfortunate to think that adolescents, are in need of long-term residential facility. Currently, we are seeing an increase or rise in synthetic opiate use. Of course, kids come in with marijuana dependence and alcohol dependency, but things like cocaine dependency and opiate dependency are on a rise. Our kids are very much involved and integrated into the NA and AA community, and we found that our successful graduates actually enter into that world and gain more support. They're typically more successful once leaving our program. Once kids leave our program, they're encouraged to enter into an outpatient program, but also encouraged to enter and continue in the rooms.
Hello everybody, my name is Clarence Rivers Jr. I am a recovering addict. I've been clean for 16 and a half years. I'm currently working as the Community Residence Coordinator for the 90 McCarty Addictions Care Program, but I'm not going to talk a lot about the program. I'm going to talk a lot about my process of recovery. I came to the Albany area, actually Schenectady area, over 16 and a half years ago. My process was a halfway house. After that, living on my own, I got real plugged in with a sponsor in Narcotics Anonymous who has been my sponsor. It happened to me, and I'm grateful to be clean today. Thank you.
Yes, hello, hi. My name is Clint W. Young. I am presently a chemical dependency counselor at Spark Guilderland which is an inpatient rehab. And I'm going to tell you about my experiences and my journey into this process here. I've been affiliated with this process since 1997, and I struggled with it. I struggled it's a disease that takes no hostages, you know, and it doesn't discriminate. But I do know that treatment and recovery is possible if you put forth the effort. You know, it's not going to come to you, you know, just because you go to a rehab. You have to do some footwork. You have to get a sponsor, get someone that's going to walk you through the steps. And presently I have 6 years clean, and I enjoy each and every day of it. And don't take this the wrong way. Just because you become a recovering addict, that life automatically becomes peachy keen, because it doesn't. You still have problems. Life still throws bow and arrows at you, but by no means necessary, regardless to whatever happened, you don't have to use. And as my partner here stated earlier, that I've had several losses, several family members have passed on, but in spite of it all, I decided that I would not use. And this is to anyone who's in recovery right now. Regardless to whatever may come down the pike towards you, you don't have to use. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm a woman. I'm an addict. I'm out here with the Recovery Network, just networking, and actually I brought some clients out with me to join the march today. I've been in this process for the past going on 14 years. Originally from Westchester County, and I came up here just to relocate and realized that I brought me with me, so I had to start my life all over again without drugs, and that has been a blessing for me. I would not trade it for the world. I would advise anyone that's struggling with this disease of addiction to give it a shot at coming in out of the cold and starting a new way of life. It's more than you could even imagine. It's not only about the drugs, it's about the whole transformation of your life, the way you view things in life, and really, really working on yourself and getting to know who you are. And I have been able to do that since I've been here, and I'm really, really blessed. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Vincent Caldwell. I'm from Stamford, Connecticut, Liberation Program. I have 18 months clean. I'm a chef, saltwater grill. Recovery works. You know, like you said, we're not homeless. We have good jobs. Some of us have very well-paying jobs. You know, we have relapses in life, and we made mistakes. But overall, recovery works and programs work.
Hi, I am a mom of a recovering son who has been in a program. He was in and out of a program, an inpatient program, for a couple of years. So we've been fighting this addiction for the last 3 years. He is actually in a recovery program now and is doing awesome. I'm so excited because he has been clean for at least 30 days, and I actually have my old son back. It's a wonderful experience for both me and him to actually have a relationship again where we're not arguing or fighting, and we actually are doing more things together. We're here today at the Recovery Walk, supporting the program that he's in and praying for everybody out there. It's a great program, and God bless everybody.
Hi, my name is Diane, and I quit drinking when I was 40, and life began at 40. I didn't lose a whole bunch of things because of my drinking, although I think if I'd kept drinking, I probably would have. And that's what scared me, is losing everything that I'd worked for, that alcohol was about to take away. The one important thing that I did lose was my own soul. And since I've been in recovery, I've got that back. And that's the most important thing that I have to say, that I have myself back. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Curtis Willie. I'm 21 years clean and sober. I'm here at the C-Car Recovery Walk in Hartford, Connecticut. I got interested in alcohol through casual use. One thing led to another, and 20 years of drugs and alcohol abuse brought me to my knees. I found out one morning that I did not have to drink anymore, and that was through my own personal experience. Part of my story is that an awakening happened to me where I did not have to drink anymore, and then I had to find out how to recover. Joined AA, got very involved, volunteered, found a church, went to school. There's something about recovery that breathes life into a person. And if I could say anything to anybody out there looking to, wondering, asking those questions, is this for me? Can I possibly quit? Yes, you can. Find yourself a community-based resource that deals with drugs and alcohol. Get some education, find some people, and get involved. You too can quit. It's a wonderful experience. This is a beautiful day, and we're all celebrating life and not our drug of choice.
Hi, my name's Ian. I'm an alcoholic and drug addict with 33 years of recovery. My thinking and thoughts around recovery is I'm here today because I'm in recovery. 33 years ago when I was getting sober, I was flunked out of college. I had failed at everything I had ever tried. I was very young, obviously, but at the same time, my life was coming to an abrupt end. And because of recovery and the efforts of a lot of people in recovery services who helped me, who just were there for me, I'm able to stand here today and be a successful, participating, happy, engaged person in my life. Thanks and good luck.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Minion. I have 13 years clean in recovery. My drug of choice was cocaine and mostly alcohol. I had lived a life many years on the street. I was actually forced to the streets because I didn't feel love at home, and I tried to be with people that I thought loved me, and that what led me to the streets. And it was really a rough life. But today I stand before you because God has saved me. He has cleaned me up. He has brought my children back in my life. I'm a minister now. I run a recovery meeting. I'm a working person. I pay taxes. God is truly good, and I just thank Him for all the things that He has done for me. He has placed good people into my life. When you turn your life over to Christ, anything is possible. And I'm glad to be standing here to say that I have 13 years clean. Matter of fact, Tuesday is my birthday. A lot of people said that I wouldn't make it this far, but God had a different plan, and I'm glad to be here today. Thank you.
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me. My name is Bill Leary. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic with 28 years of continuous uninterrupted sobriety. I'm kind of touched to be here today, as I am every year. I became an alcoholic, or began drinking alcoholically my senior year in high school. And I went to college and the drinking accelerated, but I managed to graduate from college. I worked here at Hartford at the Hartford Courant, a newspaper, the oldest newspaper in continuous circulation in the United States, and went to law school nights. And my drinking really accelerated when I was in law school. Nevertheless, I managed to get through it, graduate, and pass the bar. And then I was elected to the state legislature. And we are now on the grounds of the Connecticut State Capitol. And off to my right is the beautiful dome of the state capitol. It was in the Capitol that I finally came to grips with the fact that I was drinking alcoholically, I was suffering blackouts, I was missing work, I was not serving my clients, not serving my constituents as well as I should have been, obviously disappointing my family, hurting my family, and of course hurting myself. During that period of time, I was admitted to the hospital on 3 separate occasions because of acute chronic pancreatitis attacks. And on the 3rd occasion, which was back in the mid-70s, I finally began to saw the light. I had that moment of clarity and was given the gift of desperation, and began my quest to become sober. It took 5 years. I began going to AA in 1977, actually 1976, and I struggled for 4 or 5 years, in and out. A few months of sobriety and then a relapse. But Finally, in 1981, it all came together in January, and that's when I had my last drink, the end of January 1981. So it's been a glorious 28 years. I'm happy for every day I've been sober. The miracle to me isn't so much the fact I'm sober, it's that I no longer mourn the loss of alcohol.
Hello, my name is Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I smoked crack cocaine for over 20 years. I was in and out of rehabilitation centers. I've been to jail. I lost my kids. I've manipulated. I stole. I did a lot of things for my drugs. Cocaine was a routine life for me. What I lived to use and I used to live. And that's so true.
Hi, my name is Diane Potvin, and I have been in recovery since Valentine's Day 1987. I come from homelessness, abusive relationships, unemployment for years and years, and now today in recovery I am a voice that needs to be heard throughout the state, throughout the country. I own my own home. I have been working for CCAR, Connecticut Community for Addiction Recovery, and we're advocates to put a face on recovery. I also am the host of a television show called Positive Faces, where we talk about what we do in recovery. You can hear about what we do all the time when we're in the throes of our addiction, but you don't hear too much from us when we're in our recovery. So we put a positive face on recovery today and every day. I have 6 grandchildren who have never seen their grandmother in the throes of her addiction. I'm an alcoholic, and they've never seen me drunk. And for that, I'm forever grateful. And as I know that as long as I keep doing today what I did when I first came in here, and one of the things that I want to tell people is that keep gratitude in your heart. And it gets right down to the simple fact is I am so grateful that I can brush my teeth without gagging. And I think about that every single day when I brush my teeth, that I'm not sick. And I thank the Lord for that. So keep gratitude in your heart, because a grateful alcoholic or an addict will never, ever use again. And that's why every morning I just remind myself of how grateful I am. So there is hope. And the thing to do also is to get involved in your recovery.
Hi, I'm Greg Williams, person in long-term recovery, and that for me means that I've been away from a drink and a drug since July 15, 2001. I was 17 years old and fully addicted to different pharmaceutical drugs, marijuana, alcohol, and I went to a treatment program, and I was able to find peers my age who supported me into recovery. And since then, I've been in recovery and haven't had to pick up a drink or a drug for 8 years. Just celebrated 8 years a couple months ago. And I want to carry that message of hope to other young people in recovery. And we want to show that there are youth and families who are recovering, from a young age. And there's other peers out there who know how it feels and who've lived that life. And they want to help and they want to give back, and so we need to share that story. We need to go out and promote that recovery happens, and not just the sensational side of addiction happens.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I've been in sustained recovery now for just about 3 years. My anniversary's coming up November 23rd, 2009. I got sober in 2006. And as a result, my life has gotten incredibly better.
Hi, everybody. My name is Joe Sabatino. I've been in recovery since December 20th, 2000, coming up on 9 years. It took me 2 trips to a rehab to get this. Fortunately for me, it didn't take very long on the second rehab. I drank for 40 years. I lived in a 10-year blackout. I don't know what happened in the 90s at all. I retired early, so it made it quite easy for me to just drink, which is what I did. That's my experience. My strength is I know what I did last night, and I know where I went last night, and that's my strength. I like knowing what I did yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. My hope is that I'll know tomorrow what I did today. I don't drink anymore, at least not for today anyway. And if anybody out there got up earlier than I did today, they got more time than I do today. I live one day at a time, and that's it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kelly Rockensteyer. I am in recovery for alcoholism. I've been sober since July 12th, 2000. I'm just celebrated 9 years. And I am a member of the Friends of Recovery of the Capital District in Albany, New York. Since I became sober, I was able to go back to school and achieve a computer science degree, get healthy, get in shape, earn back the respect and support of my family. So I encourage anyone, especially women, young women, get help if you need it. There's so much life out there to live, so many people to support you and help you, and just stay sober and live life to the fullest and be happy. Thank you.
Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie government channel.